Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, welcome Professor Kanchan Kohli, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutics, Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi, an MPharm PhD Pharmaceutics who has a vast teaching and research experience. She has supervised over 45 MPharm and 25 PhD theses and has over more than 215 papers published in high impact factor journals. She has 2 Indian patents and 1 US patent to her credit. SNEC 30, a patent on curcumin, has been included in the emergency kit of the DRDO. Several awards: PG Research Award, IPA CJ SciTech Award, IPGA Fellowship Award, and a very useful resource person at various professional bodies of AICT, DST, ICMR, and UTC. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so. Good evening to all. Now today I have taken the topic challenges and opportunities during this time, during lockdown time, during COVID-19 time, whatever we can call it is. So everyone is scared of corona in the present times. To win over this fear, everyone is expecting some solution from the pharmaceutical researchers and related industry. So the question arises in the mind of students as to what they do in this quest for having some cure or vaccination. The research, no doubt, is being carried all over the world in these best labs equipped with most modern research equipment. However, I feel the development in research takes place not by following only the established, but by repudiating the false dogmas. As such, we should look at every possibility to find some solution which is suitable for a country like us with such a large population, with millions of those who cannot even afford to have any available treatment. Fortunately, our country is blessed with vast variety of herbs and large number of pharmaceutical students, researchers. The affordability of any possible treatment is paramount for developing countries throughout the world. We all know that pharmaceutical industry in India provides affordable medicines throughout the world. However, there is tremendous possibility of looking again at the vast array of flora and herbs. Even our ancient texts contain valuable information. The nature holds the key for all our ailments, and we need to have a comprehensive view of all the diverse field of treatments. So, looking all these factors, I have divided my presentation into health sector, social harmony, psychological well-being, economic sectors, academic, pharmaceutical sectors. So these all the sectors have to be looked for the uh, prevention, for the treatment of the cure for the COVID-19, and as a pharmacist, as a human being, as a social being, where we can be used and what we can do just sitting at home and during lockdown time, what we could do. And these all about by these presentations we can divide it into health sectors. So what are the health sectors challenges are there, and what are the various opportunities are there, what way we can help to our as a pharmaceutical field, where we can help regarding with the health sector. So what are the challenges? So the various challenges are diagnosis and treatment, rigorous and accurate testing, developing a systematic exposure to public, which we were discussing before also, requisition of new developing systems, implementation of preventive measures, varied responsible of patients to different treatments, severe risk to patients with underlying disease, inadequacy of basic support systems like beds, ventilators, and testing kits, side effects profiling of the medicine, treatment of patients with underlying disease in the pandemic when hospitals are converting to only COVID hospitals. So these are the various challenges. Then what are the opportunities regarding this? Assessing treatment combinations for poor patients, deciding personal and genetic based treatment options for patients, making the public aware of the precautions and preventive measures to be taken, making use of the data of patients all over the world and taking measures according to the recovered countries, training and hiring people with prior medical education, paramedical staff in more competent and broad scenario to combat the disease, development of makeshift hospitals in the times of pandemic, improving medical body structure. Next slide, please. So these are the challenges and opportunities regard with the health sector. Next slide, please. Pharmaceutical sectors. So these pharmaceutical sectors, what are the various challenges? So in pharmaceutical sectors, as I mentioned, the first thing is with the knowledge of the vast herbs in India and what the Ayush has also given us the formula for developing this, not exactly treatment we can say, but as a preventive measure, we can have the kahwa, for example. So in kahwa also, I'd seen, for example, we do have Vidhania somnifera and we do have the ashwagandha, for example. No, you see, what are the various challenges in this regard? If we use leaves of the ashwagandha, then we find it is not very active. But when we have used the roots of ashwagandha, we could see the better results are there. So, but when we ask the raw material supplier, they are not aware of these things, that what whether the leaves are effective or whether the roots are effective. So, as a pharmacist, we can tell them that we will only interested to purchase the roots of the ashwagandha, not the leaves, as even if we do much of the hard work, but we'll not get the results. So similarly, so many herbs are there which can be explored, and Ayush has given us the well established formula. Of course, the people who are sitting over there, they are the highly knowledgeable, but of course they are there, but still we are also here from the pharmaceutical background, so we can guide them that instead of taking the leaves of the ashwagandha, we must have the roots of the ashwagandha. This is the one example which I narrated. So many examples are there nowadays, even for the mask, for example, also we do have the N95 mask, but still, the many companies are supplying without optimizing it, without comparing with the standard product, and many spurious drugs, spurious maskers also there. So how we can prevent that? This is also one of the challenge. So besides this, we are having the challenges, big challenges for the pharmaceutical sectors. There is the development of vaccine, which is going on, researching the different strains of the virus in the world, making treatment opportunities available for the public, researching the interaction of the available medication with the virus, development of the most accurate testing kits. I'd seen and I heard from so many people that initial stages when they are going for the testing of the COVID, for example, Corona, then their results are negative. So one of my relatives even, he got 2 times the negative results. But finally, third time, when a breathing problem occurred, and then he been admitted in the hospital, even during the time of the admission, his test was negative. But after 5-6 days, his test is positive now, and he is still in the hospital struggling for this. So this is the main problem with the testing kits also. They are not, some of them not reliable. So as a pharmacist, we should look into these matters, that they should be standardized properly, so that at least at the initial stage, we should be diagnosed proper. So even if the diagnosis is not proper, then how the treatment could be there? So it is always, that confusion is there, whether your temperature could be because of the COVID also, and because other the viral fever also, or other normal fever also. So people are really highly confused. So as a pharmacist, as we were discussing before the start of the presentation also, that at the initial stage, what we can explain to the patients, and once they are scared of this COVID, so how we can normalize them, and how we can have the dialogues with them, so that they should not have the fear of this. So this is one of the challenge also, and one of the opportunity also as a pharmacist. So combining and collection of data of patients all over the world, combating the disease, initiating clinical trials for the new developing treatment options. So even for the clinical trials also, our Ayush is giving permission for the various types of the kahwas which Ayurvedic people, they have manufactured it, and they have presented their case in the ICMR, that these are the kahwas, they can prevent or they can cure also this COVID. So ICMR has also not much options, so they have accepted it, and now they have even given the permission to conduct the clinical trials. So once the clinical trials will be started, definitely the demand of our pharmacists will be more as a clinician over there, and more opportunities of this placement is there, and they can be placed well for this purpose also. So many opportunities are there nowadays. So one is the development of the vaccine, development of medications for the treatment of disease, development of the combination medicine for the treatment of the virus, making the API available to the global market. This is the problem also, because whatever even we talk about the herbal drugs, but the problem is from where to get these authentic material, and what are the sources are there. And nowadays, because of the lockdown, many companies been closed down also, and just they have started the work now, and maybe in the coming times will be able to get the APIs. But in between, much problem of the APIs were also there, they were not available, and whatever was available already, big companies, they have procured them. And for small companies, or for the small segments, even the raw material problem was there. So that's why many of the herbs could not be explored also, because they were not available. So as the now the time will be there, maybe after a month or so, 2 months, these raw materials will be available, and again the much opportunities will be there for the fellow researchers, for the fellow pharmacists, that they can start the work at least with the herbal drug. They can start it, because as we know, when we are going for the synthetic molecules, we have to take much of the permissions, many permissions, and it's not very easy unless until ICMR doesn't say yes to that molecule, we cannot go ahead. So whereas in the case of the herbal moiety, once we are sure, but we must be sure that it is for the treatment, or it is as a prophylactic action, it can be used. Once we are very sure, then we can go ahead, and if we going to ICMR for this purpose, and sometime I see in ICMR is encouraging also to the researchers also, and to the small scale sectors also, that they can go ahead with the clinical trials. And once the clinical trials will be giving us some good results, that is the positive results, so definitely even ICMR is ready to give the funding also, and they are joining the hands with us also, and they're ready to join also. But once we have to be very sure, whatever the formulation we are developing it, that stability should also be there, and the purity, of course, all standardization factors should be there, and they are really ready to help. And I tried also. So next is the developing the best suitable and accurate testing kits. And nowadays many manufacturers have come up for this accurate testing kits. Earlier, once the initiation, or once the starting of the COVID was there, not many we do have the testing kits or even PPE kits. Earlier we didn't have the we didn't have PP kits also. but because of the creativity of Indian entrepreneurs today, India is even producing 4 lakhs per day, these PPE kits. And at the initial stage, even we didn't have the 1,000 also. But industries have come up and they are not ready to provide, even they are exporting also. So now they are in the position of exporting the PPE kits also, and earlier it was not sufficient for our country also, but it is only possible with the people or with the researchers, with the help of the researchers, or with the help of the, we can say, small scale developing industries. And these PP kits and other medical necessities, even for the suitable mask. Whereas at the before this N95 and whatever the masks were available, even they were not standardized. But nowadays, for the standardization, one has to go to DRDO first, and at DRDO, there's textile industry is there. People from textile industry is there, and with the help of the DRDO, with the collaboration of DRDO and textile industry, you have to submit your project over there along with the materials which you are using for the mask and which you are using for the PPE kits. We have to go DRDO Gwalior, whereas for the preparation of the mask, we have to go for the DRDO Delhi, that's the Timarpur and mask center. And once we are submitting our proposal over there and material over there which we will be using for the mask, after 15 days they will be giving us the permission, whether it is in the positive way or whether it is the negative way. If our things will be approved or standard with meeting with the standardization, definitely we will be given the permission and we will be given the NOC, we will be given the like we can develop those masks with the help of the industry, and we can give the good suggestions for the preparation of the mask also to various industries, as people are asking for the biodegradable masks, because after all, what masks are there is the kind of the virus could be sticked over there. That is the only the purpose of the mask, only they will be retaining the virus or the bacteria. So all the bacteria and mask will be now where they will be disposed of. So whatever places we are selecting for the disposing of, even sanitization is there, all we are taking all precautions like disinfectant, but why not to have the biodegradable mask? So for biodegradable mask, even whatever the waste materials are there, from the waste we can prepare this biodegradable material. Like we can have the coir, that is your nariyal ka chilka. So with the nariyal of the chilka, we can prepare the material, and we can have the nanoparticles also with that material. And with this barns, that is what we call it is, and with that cellulose of the barns, we can prepare the material, and that is the biodegradable material. And some talks are going on also for this preparation of this mask also. So with much of the improvement we can bring to the mask also, to the PP kits also. And whereas even with the metallic ions, we can retain this virus at the surface only, and which will helping in the not to mute this virus further. So they will be just act as a bactericide or as a virus, they will be retaining it. And we can have those type of the materials also. But here we can go for the much of the research work, and much of the we can say practical work, standardization is required. And that standardization, that practical work can be very well done, like pharmacy students, pharmacy researchers, pharmacy young teachers also. So they can all be involved in doing this research work also. So here we can say much of the opportunities are there for the pharmacist. So development of the need of the our sanitization measures. So this is the pharmaceutical sector, and as we have find it, many of the from the manufacturing point of view, from the conducting clinical trial point of view, much of the scope is there. And when we are having the herbal medicine, definitely we can go for the pharmacovigilance program also, and we can find out the adverse effects also, because all herbs are not safe also, and all constituents are not safe also. So we can go for the like in pharmacology people, they can go for the study of the pharmacovigilance, or the find out the adverse effects of the herbs also, or whatever the natural APIs we are using it, what could be the, because for the synthetic they are available, side effects are available, adverse effects are available, whereas for the herbs, no, not many side effects, or we can say the adverse effects are available. So as a pharmacologist, we can be busy in this work also. So now here we are seeing it, the work from formulation point of view, work from the clinical trial point of view, work from the pharmacovigilance program of view. And similarly, if we see the guidelines of the development guidelines for the nano formulation, much of the guidelines have been given by the DCGI office. So as a regulatory person, we should see the guidelines. So here the involvement of, we can say, all discipline our pharmacy students could be there. So if we think in that way, so all our pharmaceutical sector could be involved. So many opportunities are there, and when the challenges will be occurred, the opportunities are also there. So we have to look those opportunities where we can do the better. So like from the academics point of view, so what are the challenges? Working of schools, of course, it is not much related with us, but this is one of the challenge also. Working of schools, colleges and universities, managing the large mass of students enrolled in all domains, making use of virtual education to all the students, coping up with the lost time and covering up of syllabus, holding examination for students, providing students the environment of comfort and ease of gaining education at home as they are in school, hindrance in the research and practical experimentation for scholars. So what are the opportunities for that? So many opportunities are there, as we are presenting today the webinars, seminars. Similarly, many organizations, they are doing in that way. That's the even the virtual industry tours being conducted in which people have gone through the R&D, much of the R&D facilities which were not feasible otherwise, and they have seen the analytic labs also. And Professor Bhalla, he has arranged this analytic labs also, in which Dr. Saurabh Arora, he has shown his all the labs in a critical way. Critical means explained very nicely each and every segment of that lab. So even I was not aware, and during this time I could able to get it that these many tests can be done there also. So these were the opportunities. Then making the virtual education possible for all domains of students, government should give internet access to students so that virtual education can take place. Researchers can go for extensive home-based research of literature and making plan of work to be done in labs when things come to normal. If possible, the academic year should start from the next year as done in countries abroad. Syllabus should be reduced for the current years. Examinations, if possible, should be taken via virtual modes. If not, then proper sanitization measures and social distancing should be incorporated. So what are the economic sectors? What are the challenges are there? So as you've been keep on listening, our GDP rate has decreased so much because people were not functioning, industries were not functioning because of the lockdown. So what are the challenges? Present state of lockdown has put the whole world at rest, and initiating the state stage-wise opening of lockdown has been difficult. Recovering the decrease in the GDP rate, financial instabilities and unemployment are at a vast scale in all sectors. Shutting down and reopening of industrial sectors have suffered a tremendous loss. Daily wage workers have been the worst affected. Demand and supply chain has been affected. There has been a huge increase in the cost of the essential commodities. Black marketing has been a common scenario, especially in the pharmaceutical sector. In pharmaceutical sector also, and I had seen in other sector also. Whenever we go for the purchase of the grocery, many items are not there, and whatever the competition was there among the products, among the companies, now that is not there, and whatever the material is available at the grocery shop, we have to buy it. And similarly, like the demanding drugs, paracetamol, other now, I mean, from last 1 week, we keep on listening that the steroid dexamethasone is helping for the cure of this COVID. So I'm sure after 15 days, after period, the shortage of these steroids will be also there. So opportunities, deciding strategies and measure to control and revive the economy, enhancing export globally, encouraging and supporting local industries and produce to the market, fighting unemployment, incorporating effective strategies to bring in more unemployed youth to fight part of a problem and giving employment at the same time, stopping the overpricing and black marketing, making use of emergency funds to bring shifts to hospitals, taking advice. We've been listening that how the hospitals are overcharging, taking advice of the professionals in the healthcare sectors. So next is challenges is psychological well-being. Challenges is advising and counseling people about the pandemic, making them aware of situations, helping them deal with depression, anxiety and emotional stress, helping people deal with current scenario, the measures to be taken.
I'd like to interrupt, ma'am. We have to restrict to time.
Okay. I'm coming, but finishing within 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Right.
So opportunities counselors should indulge in webinars for advising people to deal with the challenges in the pandemic. So in regarding with these pandemics or regarding these time, what were the various, we are having the social harmony also. So we have to cover this also. As we have seen, preventing social boycotting of doctors, nursing, police and helping staff, we should not. Then, at this time, what we could able to do is, we could able to publish one paper that's been sent during this COVID time also. Because Dr. Chitra has asked me that what, as a researcher, as a academician, what we can do. So I just shown because of that reason, not I am promoting myself, not like that. So what we could able to do is we have sent one article to Pharma Focus and one article to Pharma Times that is on N95 mask only, related with COVID only, and it's been published online only. And just last week, 4-5 days back only, we have received this, and the article has been published on N95. So this is just small work which we could able to do at this lockdown time. And even I prepared some of the herbal sanitizers also, which photograph I had shown, and just I'm optimizing it. And herbal means this I'm replacing the alcohol, not herbal. Otherwise, I have just added as a flavored or as a perfume, these the herbals to it. And I'm just replacing the much of the quantity of the alcohol so we can reduce the side effects. So this is all about, as a researcher, as a academician, we can do, which I have done during this time. So thank you so much.